This is Living Life Behind Bars.
Well, it's your boy Tiny. Today is going to be a little bit different. This one's going to be tough to get through, I think. We'll see. So today is the 15th year of my father's passing. He died on April the 27th, 2011. And so wanted to put together a video, a memorial, a celebration, whatever you want to call it. So today I don't have any, I'm just going to go with whatever comes to mind. I'm going to put this video together, and I'm going to got some pictures, and I don't really know. It'll just come to me. I'll put it together and it'll get posted tonight. So for the last 9 years of Dad's life, my wife and I were in the mountains. I had left in 2002 to go to Bible college, and we came back once a year for one year. We came back, I remember, for one of the mom and dad's anniversaries, and we came back for either Christmas or Thanksgiving or something. It was all the way across the state, so it was like an eight-hour drive, and so it wasn't just around the corner. Looking back, of course, hindsight's 2020. We should have came back more, but we didn't. So we moved there in 2002. Kind of left my brother holding the bag, so to speak. And it started quicker than I thought it was. So we moved in 2002. Left my brother and his wife at the time to take care of Dad. He had smoked since he was like 13 or 15 or something crazy, so he ended up smoking like 50 or 55 years of his life. Somewhere down the line, he went to the doctor, and the doctor told him, if you want to see your grandkids grow up, you got to quit smoking. So he did. And he got to be with his grandkids another 8 or 9 years, something like that. He loved them. Of course, again, like I said, we were gone, but I saw pictures, and I would talk to him. Every Sunday night we'd call. And I talked to Mom and Dad, and they'd fill me in. Bunch of funny stories. Dad he was born in 1935. And of course, that generation, you loved your family by working and supporting them. So that's what Dad did. He worked, 5 days a week. He, again, back late 60s, early 70s, the wife stayed at home, raised the kids, so that's what Mom did. And so Dad went to work. and he worked for the government for a while, and he got hurt, and they made him retire on a medical discharge. Um, but growing up, I don't ever think that I remember thinking that he didn't love us. Um, he wasn't uh, lovey, so to speak. Um, but me and my brother knew that he loved us. Um, he just, we weren't um, uh, a touchy feely, hugging type of family. But like I said, we always knew that Dad loved us. He provided the best he could. Um, we never had um, name brand stuff until me and my brother started working and paying and um, bought our own stuff. But we never went without clothes. We might have had bobos, but we had shoes on our feet. Um, Again, that's just how that generation was. They just showed their love by working and providing for the family. So that's what he did. Um, when we moved away, my brother had gotten into go kart racing, and that was a way for them to spend time. And they had a young son at the time. My brother had a young son at the time, so it was a way for them to spend time together. So um, they had Twitty and Sons Racing, and they would go racing every whenever Friday, Saturday. I can't remember because, like I said, I was gone. So, but they would go racing, and Dad, enjoyed it. He even got a go kart, just like a regular go kart, not the one that goes fast. That he would somehow, and he had to been in his 60s at this time. Somehow he would get down, go karts are like right on the ground, but somehow he would get down there and he would get on that go kart and he would ride up and down the streets of the trailer park that me and my brother grew up in. And then the go kart got stolen, the best I remember, which was interesting. Um, the more, the older I get, the more I can see myself not turning into Dad, but I can see some of his qualities in me. Um, he didn't have much of a filter, so he kind of said what was on his mind. Um, he loved to people watch. A big night for him and my mom was going to the Golden Corral and then going to Walmart. And at that time, Walmart usually had like their own uh, snack bar as soon as you came in. So he would sit in the snack bar and just watch people go by as mom shopped. Um, he loved to talk to people. He could talk to anyone. That's another quality that I could see myself doing more and more. Um, I, just never coming up. I never didn't like my friends, yeah, but I would never talk to, you know, strangers or whatever. He talked to anyone, talked their ears off most of the time. Um, but that was Dad. Um, but he loved his grandkids. He loved his kids. He loved his wife. Um, like I said, there's toward the end there is kind of a blur to me because again I was across the state, so I don't really know how it went down. I know, like I said, he smoked forever, so COPD finally caught up with him. Um, he quit smoking, but 55 years of smoking, the damage was done. Um, and so he was probably the last. My brother Stephen, if you when you watch this video, drop a comment and let me know. Um, Probably the last 10 years of his life, because like I said, we were gone the last 9 years, so probably maybe the last 11 or 12 years of his life he was in and out of the hospital for this and that. He was on oxygen, um, and so just this and that. The last time that I remember seeing him before the funeral, of course, was he was in a hospital, and we had um, come across from the other side of the state. And by this time in life, I think they had started giving him something to get him to put him in a better mood because he was chronic pain. Um, he had degenerative disc disease, all that on top of now COPD and stuff like that. So he's chronic pain. So I think they had him on some stuff. I know they had him on some stuff to get his mood better. So the last time we saw him, he was in a hospital room at the local hospital, but he was in good spirits. We could talk to him. He could reply back. He was laughing. And when we left, we told him goodbye and we told him we loved him. I can't remember if we kind of knew that was going to be the last time we saw him or we just wanted to make sure. I don't know. But I remember telling him, goodbye and we loved him. And so that was that. I was off work sick on April the 27th, 2011. And I got the call from my brother that Dad had passed away. And so I told him as soon as my wife got home, we would start packing. We'd leave out the next morning. So that's what we did. We drove across the state. And him and my mom had made the arrangements and stuff like that. And again, if you watched my videos, you might have heard me mention I went to school to be in the ministry, and so I was a youth pastor and preached a little bit. But he had mentioned that he wanted me to do the funeral, so put a funeral together. Had a pastor friend of mine, my mentor, come and sing and play guitar because Dad liked I'll Fly Away. So Terry came and sang and played guitar, and we had the funeral, and then we went to the graveside, and they have a gazebo, and I did the not graveside, but the little quick service at the grave, at the cemetery, not a grave. And Dad was in the Air Force, so someone had got up with someone, and they did taps. It was a military funeral, so they did. They folded the flag up, and gave it to my mom. And play taps. They don't do the bugle anymore. Well, here they don't. Maybe some funerals they do. Here they don't. Um, but someone comes from, I don't know if it's the VFW or ROTC or what it is, but someone comes from somewhere, and they have like a loudspeaker type thing, and they do taps like that. And so they did that. And then the next day we went back and to the actual graveside where Dad, buried him and covered the stuff up, covered the casket up, and put the flowers and stuff like that. And that was just immediate family. So we did that. And the next year, just kind of off topic, but not really, his mother passed away April 24th, 1988, and his youngest brother passed away April the 30th, 2012, 1 year later. So April, for the most part, for this is our family, not a good month. A lot of good memories, but a lot of, I don't want to say sad, but mixed emotions. Okay. So just wanted to do I thought was what's going to be a quick video, but with me that's never the case. But I wanted to do a video, and then, like I said, I got some other stuff I want to do and I'm going to make. But I wanted to do a video of myself, just kind of talking about Dad. I bet I've wished 10,000 times in the last 15 years. I wish I could just ask him one more question. Or I wish I could just get his advice one more time. So I guess what I'm trying to say, didn't plan on saying this. This happens quite a bit. Stuff will just pop in my mind. I know it's God. You might not believe that, but that's your believe what you want. But stuff just pops into my mind for no random reason. So what I'm trying to say is, if your dad or mom or brother or whoever is still around, and you might have a strained relationship, man, make it work. Fix it. I know it's hard. I have no idea what you might have went through, but I'm telling you, when they're gone, you're gonna wish. You're gonna wish for more. Just that one more day, that one more piece of advice, that one more laugh, that one more whatever it is. I'm telling you. If there's any way at all to fix the relationship, do it. I understand sometimes it's just not. It's just, I get it. But if there's anything you can do, I'm telling you, do it. Just do it. But I won't carry on any longer. I just wanted to do a video just talking about Dad, telling some stories. I think there's only like 3 people that are followers of mine on YouTube that knew Dad. But if you did know them, drop a comment. Tell me a favorite memory, um, a favorite whatever, um, and I'd appreciate it. So I'm going to cut this off. I'm going to go download it, upload it, add some pictures and some video and some overlay, me talking. Um, but anyway, I'll have it up sometime tonight. Appreciate you watching this video, and yeah, I appreciate it. So we'll see y'all on the next one. Till then, God bless. See ya.
Some bad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to a home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away when the shadows of this life have gone. I'll fly away like a bird from prison bars have flown.
Well, Pops, this is your namesake. We call him Little D. Between his dad, his granddad, his auntie, his Uncle Tiny, and his Gigi, he's going to be brought up in your pictures, in your stories, and in your love. Rest easy, Pops. We'll see you soon. Love you.